Tomek, clap the board, because I don't have the handle. 3, 2, 1. Hi, it's me, Andrej. 3 days at the trade show. Before that, 3 days of testing, and look at me now. Pretty fresh, actually, because it was a really cool event with lots of cheerful people. I've got the 19, and I've also got the 10.
You look like a 19.
4 18s, and that's it. Come on, because the trade show is basically over now. But this is the perfect moment to check out all the new stuff, since we've gone through it pretty thoroughly, and we show you what was the coolest and what you missed. Let's start with Ducati, since it's closest to our booth. Come on, it's gonna be cool here. Well, the little devil, obviously. A good little devil is always cool. The Multistrada 950S, about which you'll soon see our first impressions on our channel and read about on our website. And what else? And a surprise, because this isn't the 950S, but the 1260S, since they look so similar, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Multistrada Enduro, which you already know very well. Come on, because there's a much more important topic here when it comes to premieres. The new Hypermotard, which I haven't ridden yet. But that's not it. I want to show you something. Come on. Look here. But this is it. This one wing costs 470 euros, and the whole motorcycle is almost 200,000. Do you know why? Because this is the Panigale V4R, basically a race bike that was built specifically to win the Superbike World Championship. Because there was no other reason for it. 1000cc, 230 horsepower, of course without Euro 4. The weight, I don't remember, almost nothing. I will definitely tell you much more about this motorcycle as soon as I get to ride it, and I will ride it. Because this is a machine that, right after this Expo, will go to Ducati Torun and will be used as the base for a purebred race bike that will compete in the Alpe Adria series. And what's best is that Ducati Torun likes Andrej, and Andrej likes Ducati Torun because they're gonna let him ride it. Apparently, they trust me. I won't let them down. No, really, I won't let them down. I'll definitely ride politely and fast. All right, moving on. Scramblers, very cool. This one's pretty interesting. Kind of similar to the SV650, but not as interesting as the Moto Guzzi V85 TT, which Mr. Smog is actually riding right now. He went to test it out, so in the coming days you'll see his first impressions, and later you'll be able to read about it in the magazine, in issue number 4. A very interesting concept. An adventure touring motorcycle for people who like to stand out from the crowd, because that's what it's all about, to be fun and colorful. And this motorcycle definitely beats them all when it comes to style and uniqueness. Various good cars. Piaggio with a category B driving license, right? With a category B driving license. All right. Thank you very much. That was a statement. We had a chat.
That was a statement that was just short and to the point about category.
B. About category B? Well, the 500. Now, anyone who has a car license can ride one. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Come here. More wings. This Aprilia Shiva is really cool. Always great. A very underrated motorcycle. And in my opinion, even though it's not the newest anymore, it's still an awesome machine because I've ridden it many times. Let's go. Good morning. Cool. Paul Boruta. Who doesn't remember Paolo Boruta? This idiot, yes.
Once in Ducati, then...
Now everything. Tomasz Kędzior. Sir, Mr. Kędzior, tell me what you think about what we are about to experience on this bike in the upcoming season. It also has wings.
It has wings. It will fly.
But it will be flying around Poznan. The new Aprilia RSV 4100 factory, which means a lot of power from Aprilia. How much power does it have?
217 impressive horsepower in the exact specification you currently see right here. And if we put on a full Akrapovic, 230 horsepower.
Now, those are indeed significant numbers that truly speak to me.
I'll be racing again on the V4 and the RSV4.
Yes, we're taking it. The first spring hits the racetrack, and right away we're taking it out and using up every tire available in the warehouse.
And the brake pad.
We'll use up everything.
The
most important thing is that we won't wear out the plastics. Because all the electronic systems, just like in the Ducati, in the Aprilia, are top notch, so we can go full throttle to the end and slide out of the corner sideways without stressing at all, right?
Right. End of April, 2 days at the Poznan racetrack, Liberty Motors is organizing an event for their clients.
Yeah.
On these motorcycles, so for sure at the end of April, we'll meet at the Poznan racetrack.
Yes, see you there then. I definitely won't miss it. Come on. Aprilia. the one that always wins. Usually every comparison test it takes part in. Let's move on. Oh, here we'll also have a really cool motorcycle. Are we still rolling?
All the time. We're shooting with a master shot.
Well, that's what it's all about after all. This is awesome. You know, this is a Triumph. Triumph, because I always say that I'm aiming for it to be a premium brand now, on par with BMW and Ducati, and they're well on their way to achieving that. Do you know why? Is it because they have cool, stylish motorcycles? Is it because they have the best quality when it comes to details work? Come on, I'll show you, for example. No one else right now is putting in as much effort so that, look, every little cover, every injector looks like a little carburetor. Everything is just a nice little touch that makes you, for example, look here at the back, how cool it is. All these details are what give Triumph a really great chance. Well, in my opinion, they've already done it. They're simply at the very top shelf when it comes to motorcycles. Just look, damn, at this neck TRK closure. And besides having such exceptionally built machines, they also have some really interesting new models. The Traxonic is in the top 5 motorcycles. I want 200 just needs a fairing like that, and then it's in the top 5. And do you know why? Not because it looks nice, because I don't care about that. It's because it rides like an old, but at the same time, new motorcycle. You have to wrestle with it a bit in the corners, but at the same time, the suspension is modern. The brakes are really nice. You keep the throttle open all the way. It's an absolute blast to ride this motorcycle through the corners. I even got my first ever speeding ticket in Spain recently for going too fast in a corner. I was leaning too much, my head was sticking out past the line, but that's just a detail. Come here, Tobias. Oh, Mr. Tobias. I think this is going to be our favorite Triumph motorcycle this year. Scrambler. The Scrambler 1200 XE, which is a motorcycle that's a Scrambler just like they used to be. Back in the day, there was no motocross. There were Scramblers, regular motorcycles with slightly higher suspension and off-road tires. And that's exactly what this is. Here you go. 1200cc engine, adjustable suspension, quick and easy. 21 inches at the front, 17 or 18 at the back, probably 18. 17 inches at the back. Well, it's got a unique style. Look, once again, it's all about the details. The details show a Scrambler for off-road, and the first test we'll do will be off-road. And I think the coolest thing would be to take it on some kind of off-road rally. Yeah. And here we have the Triumph Tigers. Indestructible tanks. Really cool. And now, with the dance step, come on, let's go here too, let them have it. We'll move on to the truck. Watch It Racing Team. These guys don't mess around when it comes to dancing. 14 riders in the upcoming season. In 6, I think, World Endurance Racing Series. Good day, sir. Hey there! World Endurance. 300s, 600s liters. Stock, not stock. That's it for this hole. We're making a quick cut and moving on. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Yamaha, a company that I think, thanks to them, we're kind of at this Expo. Because they were the first to say, okay, we're joining this kind of event here at Warsaw Expo last year. And hey, thank you, Yamaha, for such a great event. Well, I mean, partly. Hi.
Hi.
Here at the booth, it's not just the new 125 that's drawing a lot of attention. A bike I've already ridden, tested, and written about in our magazine. And soon you'll be able to read about it online as well. It's also the R3, which I'll be riding this year in time attack, aiming to break my own records on the 300cc class at Polish racetracks, both the small ones and maybe even the big ones. The biggest hit is the motorcycle that's constantly surrounded by people. That one over there. We don't know if we can show those people's faces. Can we? We can. Look. There he is. The Yamaha Ténéré 700. Yes, it's no longer under the codename T7. It's now truly the Ténéré 700. If you do a few more laps like this, I'm going to feel sick. It's an awesome machine, everyone. Can't wait for us to ride it. A mid-light or mid-heavy adventure bike. And look at that price. Oh, wow. I didn't even know about that. If that's really the case, and it really has adjustable suspension and the engine from the MT-07, hey, this could actually be something truly great. And it's even got a rather impressive little display right here. We are definitely going to take this incredible motorcycle to many, many exciting rallies this year. We absolutely cannot wait to thoroughly test it out. And I think all dedicated adventure bike fans are going to go completely crazy for it. I hope so. Because we need to have cool bikes like this. We're moving on through the Yamaha booth. Over there we have the XSR series modern and very beautiful. Here are the new color schemes for the best sellers. The MT-09 MT10, not new models, just new paint job sand. The biggest oddity of the show. One of my favorite unusual motorcycles, the Yamaha Nikon. You already know this one because I've already tested it. But you know what? I have one more video that hasn't been published yet. And if you tell me to do it, I'll do it. Why not? We can afford it. We have a publishing house. Let's go to the BMW section. No matter how you look at it, things aren't exactly poor at BMW either. Because as soon as we enter the booth, we're greeted by the HP4 Race full carbon motorcycle. This is carbon, that's carbon, everything's carbon. The suspension is like in MotoGP class motorcycles. Oh yes, this is the last one for sale in Poland. So if someone has a spare 350,000 zlotys and wants a truly unique limited edition motorcycle, this is it. This is a machine that I think is just as fast, if not faster, than those professional racing motorcycles you see. I think this is a superbike. If I'm not mistaken, this is definitely a motorcycle from the World Endurance Series, from races like Le Mans, Boulder, the 24-hour and 8-hour races. And this is the G310 Cup version. Also a really nice little bike. Next is the Heritage Series, and here, besides all these cool paint jobs, I see this is the 719 series. These are kind of factory customs. The point is, BMW now has a really extensive catalog when it comes to customizing motorcycles. Just look at this. These are all of them. The R90 Pure, which is theoretically the cheapest naked BMW in the Heritage series. But just look at how they look. It's unbelievable. Because now anyone can buy a base motorcycle and play endlessly with the catalog, change this, change that, install this kind of exhaust, put on a different tail section, change the paint job, you can do anything. Just look at how cool these graphics and seats are. Yeah. Fun, like motorcycle modeling. It suits me fine. What do we have next? Tourism, scooters. But come on, let's get to the motorcycle, which I'm really looking forward to. He's here. Hello, Monica. I'm making a movie. This is him. New BMW S1000RR. Guess what? Andres will already be riding it in a week in Portugal at the Estoril track. I'll be giving it some throttle. I'll be doing things to it. I'll be pushing it to the limit to check how the traction control works and whether it really controls the slide by itself. I'll be using all these buttons, which I still don't know yet. I have a rough idea what they're for, but I'll find out for myself soon. Semi-active suspension. The most important thing is that this is a completely new motorcycle. Frame, engine, everything. Absolutely everything on this motorcycle is new. It has nothing in common with the previous S1000RR. And an interesting bit of news is that after the first round of our Superbike, Sykes finished once in 6th or 7th place and once in 10th on a bike whose engine was practically stock, because there still aren't any racing engine parts available for this model. If that's true, and this bike was able to keep up with all those beasts, then damn respect. I can't wait. And here, take a look, more GS models. I'm glad you really enjoyed the R1250 GS test on YouTube. Here we have the F850 Adventure version. Sorry, I'm talking a bit fast, but we still have a lot to see. Come on, BM girls. Always cool. All bikes are cool. And this one is just like that. Which is probably the most controversial equipment, apart from Nikon, at this fair. Katanka. The new Suzuki Katana, which, how shall I say? It seems to me that it's setting a bit of a new trend. Because people are saying, damn, how is this possible? What a television! Why is it so ugly? Oh, in a year or two they'll change their minds, because I think that all these heritage motorcycles we're seeing at Yamaha, BMW, and Triumph might soon start getting these kinds of square television-like design. Do you know why? Because fashion goes in circles like that. Bell-bottoms were even popular once. Then they became popular again. Now we're in a phase where motorcycles look like they're from the 50s, 60s, and 70s. And now we're going back to the vibe of the 80s and 90s. There will be not only flashy colors, square headlights, maybe two round ones, maybe those vacuum cleaner-like pipes like the old air intakes used to be. That's super cool. This motorcycle is basically a GSXS 1000, but improved. So if Suzuki has improved the GSXS 1000 in terms of ride quality, it looks like this is going to be a really fantastic machine, and above all, very recognizable and unique. I'm happy about it, and for those who don't like it, well, that's just too bad. Trust me. Remember my words, you might still change your mind. Let's move on. But Suzuki isn't just about the Katana, there's also the project with Paweł Gorka. Paweł will be trying to compete a bit this year on the racetracks with the GSXR 1000. I don't know his exact plans yet, but in my opinion, it's a great move because our racetracks are a bit boring, and I think the GSXR 1000 deserves to show up on the track in this kind of spec and really prove that it's an incredibly fast motorcycle, because I know it is. And here we smoothly move on to another 125 sport bike. A very joyful machine. I rode both the GSXR and the GSXS, that naked over there. In my opinion, these are some of the best handling 125S currently available. And attention, we might have a little surprise for you, but until we make it happen, I don't want to jinx it. Let's go for a bit of sexiness. Wow, that sounded disgusting. But look at those pipes. Those pipes can only mean one thing. We're at the MV Agusta stand. MV Agusta has a new distributor, and the distributor says everything will be great. There will be motorcycles, there will be parts, and I'm really happy about it. Because MV Agusta, I don't know if you know, has a new investor. There's really strong motivation within the company to get things moving. So besides these kinds of beautiful sport bike show, could I forget its name? The F3, of course we've got the Dragster, which we already knew. And damn, the Brutal. The Brutal is truly brutal. 212 horsepower, if I remember correctly, in a naked bike. That must be an amazing thing. All the electronics, look at the details. This is total madness. This is art. Look at this, look at the triple clamp, how thick it is. But here there's a hole. All these carbon bits, carbon everywhere, but we don't even pay attention to that because after all, it's Italian. But the truth is, this is all still pre-production. This is a motorcycle that just came as a show model. But look here, there are also these kinds of little wings to keep the bike on the ground at all. 4 cylinders in line from the racing, ultra sporty F4 in a totally unique naked bike form. 189,000 zlotys, and damn, the details are just absolutely insane. Oh, I even see semi-active suspension and things like that. This is an MV Agusta for total fanatics, enthusiasts who want to have something truly exceptional. But there's also a much more practical MV Agusta. The Agusta with the longest name, Turismo Veloce 800 Lusso. Look, I'm gonna play with the clutch. Check out how nicely the clutch basket works there. So it's a touring motorcycle for people who want to stand out with the uniqueness and beauty of their machine. Likewise, semi-active suspension, or at least electronically controlled. We will test this motorcycle soon. A pile of electronics. 3-cylinder engine with a capacity of 800. Quick shifter, not quick shifter from what I can see. Really mega cool and interesting equipment. There will definitely be a test of it quite soon. Tobias, let's move on. Thanks. I'm recording now. Are you recording? Look, this is an interesting thing because it's not just motorcycles at the fair, but also a lot of accessories. And this is a brand that is making a strong presence in Poland. Klim. I don't know, if you don't know it, it's strange that you don't, because it's a super high quality brand, extremely popular worldwide.
And Lyndon Pocket rides in it.
Oh, and Lyndon Pocket rides in it, and everyone knows that. I won't tell you now how much it costs, but I think it's absurdly expensive. I think the whole set costs 7,000 or 8,000 zlotys, but apparently it's worth it. We're supposed to test it out during the rallies. Well, damn. I'm feeling it, and yeah, it really is something. I'll definitely tell you more about this clothes.
Lamina.
Lamina, how do you know that?
Vortex Pro, which means it's very waterproof. Extremely waterproof.
So Klima is going to show me, because it's cool when such strong brands show up, it means they're starting to take Poland seriously. Let's go to Husqvarna. A new bike? Excuse me. Come on, we've got work to do. We don't have time for nonsense. Hi, Feminian. Oh, look, come on. This is the PR manager product. Tell me, this is the PR product manager. Tell me, what do you want to convey to young people through your work?
That would.
Husqvarna, bought by KTM and still unforgettable, even a bit cherished. A brand that experiments a lot when it comes to motorcycles and experiments with the Svartpilen and Vitpilen series. I always get them mixed up, but I think behind me is the Svartpilen 701, which I'll also be riding soon. A really cool approach to classic style, presented in a completely modern form. Single-cylinder engine that we've known for ages from KTM, for example, the 690, which is currently also in the Husqvarna 701 Supermoto and Enduro. Over 70 horsepower from a single cylinder. Such a cool look. Tires that perform well, both off-road and on asphalt. This is going to be really interesting too. We also love these little ones. Here, Take a look on the left. But we like this the most because they are the 390S and they really ride amazingly well. I hope that one won't disappoint me either. And in terms of looks, it's a stunner. It's super cool. Let's keep going. 3, 2, 1, hey! And here is another bold initiative, the new beta distributor in Poland. Beta is really biting hard, challenging KTM more and more with their bikes because they're pushing hard. This is a 2-stroke enduro. Look, ZF suspension, German, Euro 4, thanks to some funny oil mixers. And most importantly, Beta is currently probably the world champion when it comes to enduro. They won the title, if I remember correctly. Besides that, a lot of trial bikes, not just trial bikes. We will definitely be getting to know this brand quite closely this year because there is a desire to act, test, and above all, get excited. Benelli. Hey, you probably agree with me that Benelli has a chance to actually be... Damn, that's a long shot. I was recently in Spain riding around the city, and it turned out that the most common motorcycle I saw was the TRK 502 in Valencia. Seriously. Tobias put it through its paces, tried to wear it out, but he couldn't. That incredible bike really handled itself exceptionally great. Kazemian only pushes those powerful machines to their absolute limits. But besides that, just look at the amazing custom build you can truly make with this remarkable machine. And I see some new variations on the Leoncino, or maybe it's not even called Leoncino anymore, something new. Anyway, these are really cool motorcycles. They just need a bit of work on the suspension and brake settings, but it's possible that the 2019 models already have these things improved. And the Benelli Diavel, damn, it really is a Benelli Diavel. Well, they went a bit overboard, but nobody's perfect. For sure, you can find something cool at Benelli. Ready to race. But this is going to be a war. This really will be a war with the Ténéré 700. And it will even be a war with emotions. I know this motorcycle is gonna ride, oh Jesus. I know this engine from the new Duke. I know KTM's incredible potential when it comes to making motorcycles that are a lot of fun to ride. Well, it's aesthetically challenged. What can you really do about that? But the KTM 790 Adventure R is certainly one of the models we're probably looking forward to the most this year. And with good reason, alongside the Ténéré, of course.
What do you think about these tanks here?
And I only recently found out that the fuel tank is positioned so low here and that it's supposed to help with weight distribution. And I think there might be some truth to that. We'll see how it affects things like drops, ground clearance, and similar aspects. Very soon, Tobias. Very soon. But everyone is hustling. Sunday is already after the fair, but we'll still catch Indiana. Luckily, Tobias tried it out earlier, so now we can just look at it. Just look at it. Where are you? Oh, there you are. For the next motorcycle, which I'll be riding soon because I've already received an invitation. But this ice weight, let me just make sure the music isn't playing too loud here. Oh, thank you very much. FTR 1200. It's cool when a brand that's usually associated only with, for example, cruisers, makes something crazy like this road motorcycle inspired by American flat track, which means riding in a constant slide. When we do the actual test, it will be in the United States, and I truly think we'll get a genuine taste of real flat track riding. But Indian certainly has a cool approach, and I really do think Indian truly has a shot, as long as they can effectively deal with their ongoing, let's say, production shortcomings, because everyone wants to buy them, so it's actually hard to get one physically. But if they manage to sort that out, things won't be so easy for the others. Meaning Harley-Davidson and the guys from Liberator. There's really not much that needs to be said about Harley. They don't need new bikes, because with the kind of machines they have, they've got lasting respect. And that's it. I'm tired, but I made it in time. That was the fastest event coverage in the history of the motorcycle world. Maybe because it was only our second video report, all thanks to Tobias.
And the best?
The event was truly first class. Come on, show your face one more time. Thank you to everyone who stopped by our booth.
Take care.
Yeah, or maybe even sooner, maybe at one of our Motorcycle World events.
Next year at the Expo.
Yes, bye.